What up? What up, everybody? I'm going to make this short and sweet. I don't really feel good today, kind of under the weather. Um, but I think this needs to be said, um, putting things in an ultimate perspective. Um, I've been seeing a lot of people. Hey, Chicago. Oh, thank you. Thank you. There's been a lot of people. What's going on, RB? A lot of people making videos, making tributes, honoring the life and legacy of Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan. And one thing is very, very, very glaring. It's you people is the reason why America is in the shithole that it's in today. You people that get up there and say, oh, Hulk Hogan was such a great wrestler. He did such great things. It was my childhood. It was this, it was that. Oh, but Terry Bollea, no, he was different. He was different. He's the one that said all them things. And it drives me up the wall to know, and you guys have heard me say this many, many times. America is stupid. America standard is hypocrisy, cherry picking, entertainment over the entertainer. This man in 2007 said some very disgusting things. It came out in 2015. But people keep on talking about this career of Hulk Hogan, this legacy of Hulk Hogan. Oh, Hogan did all these great things, the NWO, this, and when he slammed Andre. See, you guys keep putting up Hogan and Andre the Giant. Let me start right there. Now, I know I'm trying not to get overly animated because I don't feel good, but this needs to be said. So just bear with me, y'all. Let's start with Hogan. Let's start with Andre. And I touched on this in my video that I did. You guys keep talking about this childhood. It was my same childhood too. And I also remember in promos after Andre passed away, how Hogan kept on disrespecting that man. Say he was 500 pounds this time, 600 pounds, 700 pounds, and all this stuff. Every single interview, over and over and over and over and over and over, to the point to where they even did a whole storyline in WCW, where Paul White as the Giant was supposed to be Andre's son. Now, I remember, let me bring this up real quick, because this is important to say for all you Hogan legacy lovers. Do you guys realize in 1995, when Paul White debuted in WCW at Slamboree 95, and the storyline of the Giant being Andre's son, do you realize why they went away from that story? Because Andre's family directly got at Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan and told them, stop doing that. Stop lying on Andre. Stop telling these stories. It's clear as day that Paul White was not Andre's son. But you're doing that to feed your own ego, to put your own self over. Not to even mention how people, so we're just going to ignore all the things that Hogan did. The same things that we crucify everybody else about, but Hogan get a pass on that, right? Hogan has stepped on the, Hogan has literally taken food off of other wrestlers' table, out of their kids' mouth. Because it didn't work for him, brother. But you guys love this legacy talk about Hulk Hogan. You guys love entertainment so much. Okay, so while you guys are sitting here loving Hulk Hogan, you WWE marks, why don't you welcome Vince McMahon back? Welcome Vince McMahon back. WWE, welcome Vince McMahon back. You guys did a whole, you guys honored 10 bell salute on a piece of shit, on a racist, on a bigoted, on a chauvinistic piece of shit. You guys just gonna overlook how Hogan treated his own family? But that's okay as long as you guys was entertained, right? It's okay as long as you guys was entertained, right? So why don't you go and support R. Kelly? He entertains you, right? Why don't you continue to support Diddy? It's entertainment, right? As long as they're entertaining you, you're okay with it. This is the problem with America. Because you guys, as long as you're entertained, nothing else matters. So let's not even delve with the issues at hand as long as you're entertained. Oh, Donald Trump is a piece of shit and we know it, but he entertains us. He makes it fun. He does it differently. People want to know why racism still exists in America? It's because of people like them that support pieces of shit like Hulk Hogan. The things that he said on that recording, and you want to say come like, oh yeah, Hulk Hogan. No, don't come and talk to me about Hulk Hogan. You heard, oh no, but that was Terry, that wasn't Hulk. Where was the apology at? No apologies, right? No apologies, right? But we're just going to, Vince McMahon, you can't come back. You got to leave you got to sell your company. You got to be removed as chairman. You can't, because of all the vile, disgusting things that you did. This is why America is the shithole that it is, because we allow people like them to support people like Hogan. As long as you're entertained, it's okay, right? As long as you're entertained, right? As long as he's showing his 24-inch pythons and dropping his leg and posing and doing all this shit, it's okay, right? I heard somebody say, oh, he was a true American. He was a true, how was he a true American when he couldn't even keep his goddamn family together? How is he a true American when he couldn't even hold and maintain a relationship with his daughter that he blatantly disrespected? How is he a true American when his son got into an accident, but he gonna sit there and blame the guy that died? Oh, I see y'all been coming. Let me get to these comments real quick. Daniel, what's happening? Muhammad. Yo, Sandman. What's going on? Oh, you did it? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a that. Hey, hold on. So, hey, RB, I'm glad you brought that up. Let's not forget that he snitched on Jesse Ventura. Let's not forget about that. But we're talking about the legacy of Hulk Hogan, not Terry. This is why I titled that video, Terry Bollea and Hulk Hogan is one in the same. There is no difference. There is no difference. I am. I definitely am. Yo, Actions, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And nowhere am I excusing that. I'm just talking about how, you know, his legacy in wrestling, how they want to prop it up. But this man flat out disrespected this man time and time again to put himself over. I actually thought Big Show was Andre's son. You can't. Oh, no, at the time, yo, hey, Sandman, at the time, I thought so too. I thought so too, because I was like, I literally was like, hold on, let me do this. Let's see. Because, okay, Big Show he looked young enough. He could, yeah. You know, I thought so too. I thought so, but even back then, I used to listen to this it was a syndicated wrestling show, radio show, hosted by the you know what I'm saying, at that time. And a couple other spots, and when that information came out about how they was getting that, yeah, I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah. And as soon as that happened, that's when they went away from that story. Another crazy fact: Lil Wayne stupid ass did a tribute song to. Don't even get me started. Yo, Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne don't see racism. Lil Wayne ain't never experienced racism. So I expect that. You know what I'm saying? I expect that of him. That's crazy. Welcome to the best tribute was by Willie D from the ghetto. Hulk Hogan story. Yeah. He stole all of their move sets, gimmicks and everything. All of that. Yo, Facts, what's going on? Yo, Jess, I see you. Hey, you still live? Oh, excuse me. Oh, y'all gotta excuse me. You know, I mean, all these stuff that he has done, and I see people honoring this fool, but then turn around and you get other disgusting people, and then they want to crucify him. We can't cherry pick people. We can't do it. A piece of shit is a piece of shit. A racist is a racist. A bigoted is a bigoted. A chauvinist is a chauvinist. You know, I had to take some accountability myself over the years. Be like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like with R. Kelly. I haven't listened to an R. Kelly song in I don't know how long. Well, outside of me being around other people that just want to go ahead and play them, I have no control over that. But when that stuff started to come out by R. Kelly, because keep in mind, in the 90s, we knew about R. Kelly marrying, you know what I'm saying, Aaliyah. at the age she was, and we all overlooked that shit. And we just kind of just brushed it up under the rug. When in fact that we shouldn't have. And let me tell you why. Because we wiped it up under the rug, but then we would sit here and talk about how these grown men would come to the high school to pick up these girls, and we would say shit about that, but we're not gonna say nothing. You see what I'm saying? It's like we'll say something about this end, but we won't say about this end, but they're both doing the same thing. But because one is an entertainer and the other ones is just regular old people you see every day. See what I'm saying? We always choose entertainment over the person. We can't do that. We have to stop doing that. Because that's what we like to call in the community jigabooing. There's a whole lot of jigabooing going on. Yeah, as long as I'm entertainment, dance and smile and wave your hands. And the fact that these people are honoring Hulk Hogan and just acting like this man was just the greatest thing that God ever made is absolutely diabolical. But we'll take rumors and put rumors as if they are truth. Here's a man on a whole recording, voice and everything, saying what he said. Reports coming from the people that he affected, the people that he hurt from their own mouths. These aren't rumors, these are facts. But we'll ignore all that and we'll take a rumor and plaster around as if it was a fact. I feel like I do. I haven't listened to R. Kelly since 19. Yo, Dominic, what's going on? Salute. Oh yeah, were you still live? Not to take blame off of R. Kelly, but Leah Perez knew what was going on. Oh, you know what? They got to do it too. Aaliyah's parents got to look for the simple fact that they pimped their daughter out. That's against the law. They need to. They have to suffer the consequences too, and for some reason they're not. Yeah, exactly. You know how do how does okay? So like just regular old people, right? A guy does something very disgusting, ruins his relationship with his daughter, his only daughter, by the way, and not talk to her. No communication, nothing. We'll go along the line and say, "Oh, well, look, you can't even do." Blah, 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 blah. But with Hulk Hogan, oh yeah, we got the love. Oh yeah, even though you ruined your family, even though you ran everybody off, we're still gonna love you, honor you because you could never do no wrong. What? Never do no wrong? Well, that's unrealistic. Hey, because everybody that's ever been born has done something wrong, you know. But there's a lot of us that haven't gone the lengths that he has, and others like him has. WWE, Bring back Vince. Look, I'm saying right now, not because I want to see that piece of shit back either. Not because, but y'all know how I am. Y'all know how I am. This is what needs to happen. Hunter Nokio, aka Triple H, aka Paul Scumbag, you are a clear-cut racist too. So I figure this. Since you guys want to honor Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea, and look, they didn't even separate the two. They said honoring and remembering the life of Terry Bollea, also known as Hulk Hogan. They didn't separate the two, so this is what needs to happen. WWE should bring Vince McMahon back. Not because we want him back, but if you're going to honor Hulk Hogan, you're going to have a racist like Triple H in charge, then bring back the guy that opened up the door for all of them to come into his company and be that way. See, Hulk Hogan had a problem with the sister who he had at the time. Didn't? Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, got her fired. See, that type of shit. Yeah, I did. See, yeah, because she's even, yeah, you got Mr. IC. Yeah, I'm telling you. Tessa Blanchard's stupid ass did a tribute for, well, I mean, I kind of expected that. I'm not surprised by that. The man left this earth without apologizing to the people that he hurt. What do they call that? Dying in vain? And the interesting thing is, it's a lot of people that are doing it that probably wasn't born or I should say alive at Hogan's peak, you know, but they were around for the best, and they still go out there and honor. Sorry about that, y'all. You know. Now, the one thing I will say about Tessa, I've been hearing it. You know, don't know if it's true or not. So I'm not. I'm just going on what I've been hearing. And if it's true, good for her. She needs to keep on making amends and doing better and growing. And if it isn't, then yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? She will still be a piece of shit. You know, but I have heard, you know, from couple of individuals that, you know, yeah, she did go up to them and apologize for how she treated them, you know, outside of the racial line of it, you know. So where did Hogan do that at? Hell, Triple H has never apologized for doing the monkey thing when Mark Henry was coming to the ring on an episode of Monday Night Raw. Which I have stated in the chat that I changed the channel. You know, I couldn't do it. Because for the simple fact that black people have been called gorillas and monkeys, you know what I'm saying? And Triple H did that and was okay. Yeah. But see, this is why I said just bring Vince back. Just bring Vince back. But it's about time that we start holding these companies and the people that support them, hold them accountable. Because if we're ever to get any type of change that we want across the board, we have to do that, and we have to put the entertainment down and look at the entertainment. Because when they're done working, they're not an entertainer no more. They're just a regular person. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Congratulations to them. Shout out Tony Khan for that. Yeah. This is why I say about public apologies. Because on one hand, yes, a public apology should happen. But as long as you made amends, because really, public apologies is only for the public. Public apologies are only for the public. But as long as you did that with the ones that you have hurt and you're genuine about it, I have no gripes. You know what I'm saying? I have no gripes about it. Because at the end of the day, it's about that person owning up to what they did. And whether they do it publicly or not, at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter to me. Because you can give a public apology, but it's still not going to really matter to me because you can give a public apology and still be that piece of shit. I just don't, you know what I'm saying? I won't see it because you'll be a lot more careful, you know what I'm saying, when you do that. So that's why I'm like, as long as you do it and you own up to it, I can care less if it's public or not. Now, the only way I would say a public apology should definitely be concreted. If it happened in public, you should do it in public. And what I mean in public, I don't mean like backstage around a lot of people. No, I'm talking about if you was in front of a screen and you displayed that and you said those things, then yes, boom. Yo, Fortune, seven's up. What's going on? Now she hasn't. She's only apologized, I think, to like 3, maybe 4 people. I think, and I think I heard something about she tried to reach out and apologize to Chelsea, but Chelsea like I ain't fucking with her. I ain't fucking with her. I ain't doing it. Yo, seven's up. DMG in the building. What's going on? You know, because this is really highlighting probably more than any other, outside of some other figures, is really bringing to the forefront the hypocrisy of America. You know, and because even like when I think back to when I was a kid and I used to see him with I started watching wrestling after Mr. T had the Mania matches. But when I would go back and I would see uh Hogan and Mr. T and the vignettes and stuff and I just see how Hogan was around, around my people. You know, I'm a kid, so a lot of shit's gonna go over my head. But when I go back and I think about it, I'm like, yeah, that did look kind of suspicious. You know what I'm saying? You know, probably a couple things in there that he said that, yeah. But then I get the then I find out about Bad News Brown, who was supposed to be Bad News Brown was supposed to have a big push. Big push. Guess who killed that? You said his real last name. Are you not going to include TNA stuff? You think Bruce will get another 5 years of relevancy out of Hogan's death? You know, if he has a good PR team, he could. If he has a PR team, he could. Because he knows Hogan, he knows probably outside of Brian Knobs, because I think Jerry Sags has passed on. But outside of Brian Knobs, and maybe like Jimmy Hart, and probably like maybe one other person. Yeah, he knows Hulk Hogan better than anybody, or knew him. So if he had a good PR team, he could definitely make a lot of money. A lot of money. If I may ask, how old was you when the IC car? Oh, that was I was 19. Yeah, I was 19 years old. Hell no, it's 10. that by the time he got to TNA, that man could barely move. I was like, what the hell is Hogan getting in the ring for? The man could barely take two steps. You know what I'm saying? Facts. He definitely had a career because of Hogan. They had a falling out a few years ago. Brutus no, exactly. Yeah, because matter of fact, what was that? Oh yeah, when they did the Dark Side of the Ring. When they did the Dark Side of the Ring on Brutus, he brought all of that up too. Yeah. You know, now you know we're gonna get some docs out of this. We're gonna get some docs out of this. And I don't want these marks to come out. Oh my God! Oh, Hulk Hogan, no, don't do that. Don't do that. He was milking and limping his way through his. Yeah, because as a matter of fact, what pay per view was that? I think that was. I don't remember if it was Bound for Glory or it was one of the TNA pay per views where Hogan was actually supposed to have surgery, like either the day before or the day was it like a couple days before he was supposed to have the back surgery, and he kind of held it off because he wanted to be at the show. And when he came out, because I remember he came out and he stood at the entrance because he couldn't walk all the way down, and he was hunched over, and you could see he was in hella pain. And I'm like, why is you out here? You got Eric Bischoff here. Why are you out here, Hogan? Like, what the? I ain't get it. Okay, yeah. Alpha Gorilla, yeah. Cause I know it was one of them. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Go man. You know. Now keep in mind, this is before all the stuff came out, right? But even at that time, Hulk Hogan, the character, I was already tired of. Cause I'm like, why is Hogan I mean, at first when he came in, I'm like, okay, this, all right. But why would you go into a company that you know nothing about? That's what didn't make any sense. Why would you go into a company you knew nothing about? And then you bring in all your guys, you know, and it's just like, what in the hell is going on? Now, I'm not mad at the change back to the to the squared circle compared to the six-sided ring. You know what I'm saying? Only because I knew at the time how the wrestlers felt about that particular ring. Because I remember the first, because I used to see it all the time, in Mexico. And even when you look at that ring, there's not much, it's not much give. You know what I'm saying? It's not much give. So when Jarrett had brought it in 2004. Yeah, no, that was let's see, that was what? Yeah, that was 2004 when he brought it in, because I remember later on that's when they got the TV deal. Yeah. So when he brought that in, I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool because now it's on American soil and we get to see it every week. But then I'm watching these matches and I'm like, yo, them ropes are a whole lot tighter. And oh, hell no. Hell no. I would never take a bump in the six-sided ring. Never in my life. You will not pay. There's not enough money in the world for me to take a bump in the six-sided ring. Not happening. Did he have neck surgery recently? No, he had it wasn't neck surgery. It was I think it had something to do with his heart or his back, which probably in conjunction with the neck, you know. See, I'm not religious, but I think it's funny as hell thinking of Savage pacing with a chair in the afterlife, asking Elizabeth, "Oh yeah, when is he?" Elizabeth, I shook his hand. The mega powers were born in. He acted like that he wanted you. He was lusting over you, Liz. So I had to do what I had to do. No, I should have never went to WCW. I should have stayed there with Vince, you know. And then that way, I could have probably convinced him to put me in the ring a little bit more because I had a lot to give. But I went to WCW and we did great things, NWO and all that, but Hogan still buried me. Hogan never wanted me to be world champion longer than a day. Where are you at, Hogan? Where are you at? Macho Man is waiting for you. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. That was funny. Oh, man. That threw him off. It did. I was more excited for the Jeff Hardy side of things. Yo, yeah, hey, that he pushed Hardy. But why the belt though? Why did y'all let Jeff Hardy do it? Like, oh my God. Dude, that was Mega Powers promo was 150% cocaine. It was. It was. They were like, oh, check it out. Yeah. What if Dixie Carter offered you $10 billion? No. Matter of fact, I don't think Dixie Carter got $10 billion anymore. Or she might have made some money back after she got out of the business. Oh, yeah, how much you want to bet Savage and Piper? Oh, I'm weak. Hogan, we've had some great battles over the years. WrestleMania Starcade. Now I'm just sitting here talking with Savage, waiting for you to come up. And I still don't like you, Hogan. So why don't you come on and let's have another match? Oh shit. Oh, that was great. I'll tell you, it probably is. Sal's probably up there, Probably waiting, like, come on. Shoot, superstar Billy Graham is waiting on his ass too. Superstar Billy Graham was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You stole my gimmick, Hogan. Too sweet to be sour. You stole my gimmick, Hogan. And now I'm gonna whoop you into next week, Hogan, because I'm the superstar, Billy Graham. Oh shit. Well, hey y'all, I'm about to get off of here. Wrestle Tati will be going live here in about 15 minutes for AEW Collision. So that's where we will be. Y'all want to come on over and join us for some AEW action? Come join the heel chat. You know what I'm saying? Come join the heel chat with the heel syndicate. No, I'm not going live. I'm not going live tonight. This is my. I wasn't even going to do this, but I had seen another video and it just kind of, it boosted me enough. You know what I'm saying, to come live and put in 41 minutes. But once I'm feeling better, I will definitely be back. But you will find me in the chats because that's where I'll be, in the chats. So come on, join the heel chat, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And we are opening up the books. Oh, where's that? Hey, RB, can you put Wrestle Tati's link in the chat for Forging? And anybody else that want to come? Oh shit. Oh shit, you too, DMG. For sure. Pop in and say hi. We heard you. Hey Tia, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just about to end this. We getting ready to head over to Tati's, in a few. Yeah, there you go, Fortune, right there. We are opening up the books. So if anybody would like to join the Heel Syndicate, there are some requirements, though. There are some requirements. You know what I'm saying? There are some requirements. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you are a heel and you want to come join the syndicate, come to the heel chat and we will talk some business. Okay, cool. All right, y'all. Well, I will see y'all in about 11 minutes. Peace.